Alrighty, I think I'm fairly prepared here. Actually, I just forgot one more thing. No, I didn't. Awesome. So, I did quite a bit of mining here. And quite a bit to me may not be enough, but 24 diamonds, bit of redstone, bit of iron, bit of gold, a little bit of everything, I think. So I think that's enough to get us started here. Oh, and while we were away from last time, I also put some of this on to cook, because we will be using some of this as well today. So today, or I guess to finish up this episode here, we are going to kind of rush through the rest of what needs to be done in getting started with some of the magic mods. I think I'm going to go magic first. No particular reason. I think tech, I needed quite a bit more resources for the tech stuff, so I'm going to hold off on the tech stuff till I really do a lot of mining. But most of the magic stuff we can get into today, at least starting out with some of it. So, speaking of which, I actually need more paper, which I guess for Thaumcraft will need more paper. But that's not a big deal, not a big deal at all. So, actually, hold on, I need that piece of leather as well. And we need to make ourselves some sticks to do that with, and that. Yes. Alright, so let's make a book. Awesome. Do I have shrine stuff? That's what I want. I have glass around here somewhere. I had glass around here somewhere. There it is. And I'll plug away at some iron, I think. I think starting off iron wouldn't be bad. So if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm actually preparing for a little bit of Ars Magica here. Actually, I'll also grab these and make our Botania thing as well. Botania Wand of the Forest, or whatever it's called. That allows us to manipulate Botania stuff. So let's make our wand up here. Wand of the Forest. And I did put a diamond on these tools because this allows them to now act like a diamond tool would, and it only requires 1 diamond on stone, which is like a bargain, because, you know, a diamond pickaxe is 3 diamonds, whereas that's only 1. And this is also upgraded, so it can actually, the willow witchwood wouldn't actually get cut with a stone lumber axe, so I had to use a diamond on it to upgrade it. Not a big deal. Oh, that's in the wrong bucket. And I think what I'll do here is I'll take out a couple of those, and I think enough stone to get us started here, so... Oh, I need a cobblestone. I need a furnace. Do that. Got that, and then I also need one of these, which is gold. And so we're kind of gonna get started with all the magical stuff that we can all at once, which sounds kind of ridiculous. But I'm missing iron. But I think it's going to work out for us, because why go ham-bone into magic early on? It's easy. It's very easy to do. Oh, gold? Jeez. You know what? Done with that. Okay. Make this again. There we go. Alright. We only need 1, though. Not a bajillion of them. Okay, so now that we got what we need there, I did a little bit of the equivalent exchange stuff, just working on some real basic stuff. Nothing super fancy. You can find all this in NEI for the most part of how to make all that. Don't know what half the stuff does. I'm assuming there's research involved now in order to transmute things with EE3, but couldn't actually tell you how things work. So that's how that's going to work. Sun is setting. Do I have enough for a bed? Uh-oh. I may not have a bed yet. Ah! Okay, we might go on a sheep run real quick here. I completely forgot about making beds. Don't even know where sheep are. Yeah, I don't know where sheep are. Okay, well, before it gets too late, let's actually do the things that we can outside. For one, let's make some Ars Magica stuff. Or rather, just 1 item in Ars Magica, primarily. And that is the book that's necessary to... I didn't know that was a thing. And let's do that. I'll need another book later on for Britannia, but it's not a big deal. Grab our Unlocked the Secrets of the Arcane. Woohoo. Cool. Alright, let's go back home here before it gets too late on us. Oop, let's harvest this as well. I'm sure I'll need that. Let's put more out, because I'll need more for mana spreaders, basically. And mana spreaders, if you haven't played with Britannia, are the way Britannia flowers can transmit power or energy. So we'll need to prep for that. Okay, so let's go downstairs, and this is kind of like the main, the ground floor, if you will. For now, we'll set our blood altar. We'll set it right here for now, just for the time being, and we'll poke ourselves a little bit. So that's 1,000 life essence, and that's 2,000 life essence. Now, the reason you need to put 2,000 in is because early game, it takes 1,000 to fill it, because there's an internal reserve, and then there's another 1,000 in there right now. And that's... oh. You want to make this early on. That's 2,000. Okay, so we need 5 more hearts worth of blood, essentially. So I gotta wait around for my blood to regen. And so blood magic's early game stuff is fairly annoying, because it's like, I gotta wait around for myself to heal, blah 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 blah, and that's why I like to get Britannia going and Ars Magica, and you'll understand why Ars Magica in a little bit here. We'll wait for another half heart here. Perfect. Alright, so that should be 2,000, and we'll stick that in there. And just for good measure, another 200 units. And that should make our first blood orb. So, blood magic, fairly grindy early game. I'm not going to do a whole lot of this grindy stuff on camera. First you make an orb, then you start making these things, and then you start making blood runes to put on your altar to upgrade it, because there's like 5 or 6 different tiers. And I'll show you the upgrades and stuff in later videos as we go along. But primarily stage 1, you want to get the slates, a lot of slates. You want to make a lot of these. And you want to make a fair bit of these to make these as well. So you upgrade it once, you make these, and then you start making your ritual stones, because that's the stuff that's good to make. This is taking bloody forever. Alright, so now that we got this, we need to bind it to ourselves. Currently not bound to anyone. Right click, and it's bound to ourselves. Wonderful. Cool. So, now that we have that, there's a sigil you can make. No, there's not. Yes, there is. We're going to make the sigil. And the sigil... oh, I need to cut myself a bit. That should be enough, hopefully. Let's eat our berries. I don't have berries. Oh, crap. Did it already eat through that? Shit. Those little particles there, not good to have. Oh, shit. You know what? Just wasted a bunch of essence there. I guess we'll come back to that here. So, alright, that's kind of the basic of blood magic stuff. It's fairly boring at first, because like I said, you gotta wait for your health to heal, go poke yourself a bit, come back. It's a process. The reason Ars Magica is in the pack is to help alleviate some of this, but also because this is the latest version. I don't know why that pops up. Also because Ars Magica early game is good to get started, because you want to get started on Ars early game, because in late game stuff, there's a lot of really cool things you can do with Ars, and you can't get to late game stuff unless you start early, if that makes any sense. It's a very progressive mod. So using the compendium, the UI, AM, UI, CFG, your first spell, you need an Oculus, and unlock it at least one spell shape and one component, and a few recommended spells, blah 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 blah. Anyways, cool stuff. Mechanics. Burnout. Burnout is every time you cast a spell, it requires more mana to cast again, unless you wait for your burnout to die, or to recede. A couple of use-fit enchants. Soulbound is nice, because when you die, all your stuff that's soulbounded stays on you. Primarily armor and tools, and weapons, I guess. And magic resistance, obviously, is nice against magic-dealing characters, which in single player is not a huge deal. Unless you're fighting bosses. Magic level, obviously how strong you are. Mana goes up with level. Spell creation is the use of a inscription table, a blank rune, and an altar, which we're going to make here shortly. Ores, adds a few ores. Not something to be real concerned about. Blocks, quite a few blocks. Shapes, just some basic shapes. We don't currently have any of those, and don't currently have any of those. Cool. So, to get started with ours, 3... Why I'm making the room like this, I don't know, but I just am. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we need to bump this out a little bit here. I'm apparently level 1 in ours. I did not realize that you start off with a level. But I'm okay with that. Okay, so now we have a little bit of area to work with. And a torch. I am going to put our altar kind of within this area. So we need a 5x5 area to place this down. And I don't think the compendium actually has... It doesn't actually show you anything. And that's fine, because I have this kind of memorized here. Oh yeah, blocks. Blocks. You will need... Calefactor is kind of like an arcane smeltery. Couple of flowers you will need. Everstone, whatever. Oculist, you'll need to make one of these eventually. To do anything, we will skip through it quickly because I don't necessarily need it right now. Let's make our altar here. I think I need to grab a crafting bench here. And I believe if the recipe is still in my mind... Uh-oh. No, it's 1, 2... There we go. Magic wall. I want to say that's it. It's not it. I forget. There's a couple things you need to actually make what we're going to make. Let's do that. And the block I'm looking for is that one. Oh, well, heck. Alright, cool. So that's the 2 things we basically need. I will need a few of these. I'll make 3 sets of them. Won't need you. I will make up a majority of you. And I think here, if I get this here, that... and those. Cool. Okay. So, no, what did I did something. That's what I did. Okay, so, put a block there. You will need 5 blocks of material for this. Fair warning. We haven't unlocked it in the compendium yet, but I like to kind of fly through things if I can. So what we'll want to do is we'll want to go up a little ways. 3. Oh, unlocked a new entry. And I think, if I remember correctly, that goes there. And then like that. And this will get a little claustrophobic in here until I take the roof out. I want to break that, but I don't want to break it because silverfish. Okay, so we got one of those. And that's where this goes. And then one of those. Yay. And then one of these. And then 3 more of these. And repeat on this side. Not quite done, because we need that. I don't know why I'm unlocking things, even though it worries me a bit. Oh, I forgot about that. That's fine though, I'll live. Alright, not quite done yet. I am missing a couple of things. First is a lever, which I will put here. Alright, I'm gonna be really stupid about this and run a little ways. I don't know what the range is on silverfish, but I really need to get a sword that's much stronger, so I can kill these guys in one shot. You'd just die down there, would you? Okay. Hopefully... yeah, that block didn't break. That's fine. Okay. Okay, I'm missing a lectern is what it's called. Well, let's make a table for down here. Just a regular crafting bench, though. Although, I could make something else. I need to make this, essentially. Actually, there is this, which is specifically for... oh, I don't have carpet. Never mind. Never mind. Put that there, and we will make our lectern. Which, no we won't, because I'm silly. Ah. There we go. And that should be it. That should be everything we need to make this. It should be ready. And so that is how you make your first crafting altar. Now, it doesn't really do much as of, you know, this, but this is what we need to progress forward in the mod, along with a few other things. Hey, guy. Oh, smokes. Alright, that's good. Cool, I'll take that. Alright, so what we need is, I think, topaz? Hold on. I can't remember what we need here. Blue topaz. That's not blue topaz, I don't think, but I'm going to look just to make sure. Blue topaz to make the oculus, so we can actually make our first spell. Yep, that is blue topaz. That's wonderful. We have 5. Blue topaz, not super useful. Just to let you know. The most useful item in this game, as far as Ars Magica stuff goes, well, the most useful Ars Magica item, or ore, I should say, is blue topaz. Or, yeah, no, not topaz. Vintium dust. Excuse me. Vintium dust is the most useful. Anything else is pretty much junk, to an extent. I mean, you need a little bit here and there, but it's pretty junky. So, I believe I need a few of these. And I need to make that. Did that spider give me that? It's interesting. Okay. Thank you, spider. I will wear it and probably not do anything with it for a long time. Oops. Let's just give ourselves a bunch of coal here. Why not? Alright, so... I want... Pikachu! I choose you! Yay, Oculus. And, okay. Oculus we will put to the side here. And, aha! New achievement unlocked. So, you have a couple of options in here. You can actually go with a projectile spell, which will help level up, or, what I think is the best way to do it. This is just personal opinion on my part. There's a dig spell you can actually make... You can actually dig with Ars Magic, which is awesome. That becomes more better, if you will. More better is not a word, or not a series of words. Anyways, self, probably the first thing to learn, and regeneration and heal is probably the first few things you want to learn. And the reason I say that is if you have blood magic installed, You'll understand because if you can regen and heal yourself, then blood magic becomes quite a bit easier. Okay. I think I'm ready to do this. Please be ready. I don't want to use more. It took... Yeah, alright, there we go. So we got our first slate. For that, I know I'm popping around the place. I'm just hopping all over the place here, but it's kind of how we start out early stuff. Sigil. Divination sigil. There we go. This guy is very helpful because it shows us how much LP we have in our blood network, or what's stored in this orb right here. So that's what that's for. For temporary, I'm going to store my orb there, because why not? That orb will suck LP out of the altar, which is just fine. And apparently there's a little bit of a glitch with not complete entities and blood magic utilities, but that's not a big deal. Alright, cool. So we got that kind of out of the way. So let's work on a little bit of the Britannias while we're at it. These particles are kind of annoying me, but that's okay. I will need another book. Yeah, another book. Oops. It's not how you make paper. Now there's a couple different ways you can actually make books. One way is with leather, and another way is with string. Which we're going to do this other way here, because that's what I got. As far as string goes, we might have to tap into our cotton reserves, which we will. Cotton's fairly useful. You can make string out of it, but in a 3x3 pattern. Like if you fill up the crafting grid, you make wool. So, kind of a good way to get string or wool. This cotton farm's fairly decent. And that's another book. And this book combined with a sapling. I think any sapling should work, but I'm just going to use oak. Our Lexica Britannia, which is our guide to everything Britannia. I would highly recommend reading through all these if you haven't already, once or twice. And the reason is, it kind of tells you how to get started. Let's go to generating flora, day bloom. This is the first one you'll probably create ever. Light blue, orange, and yellow. So we have 8 yellows, so divide that in half, it's 4. So we need 4 light blue and 4 orange? Yeah. Alright, we'll deal with 2, that's fine. Oh. I don't have any light blues. I don't have any light blue flowers. It's not a good sign. So we'll have to go find some. Are those cyan? Hold on. There's so many different types of blue flowers in this game. Stupid Britannia. Mystical cyan. Okay, we don't want that. I think the blue one that we want's over here. You will have to go and search for these flowers a little bit to get the ones you need. But for the most part, yeah, that's the one we want. For the most part, they're not super hard to find because they generate pretty much everywhere. Yeah, pretty much everywhere. Ooh, and let's grab another yellow or 2. If I could. Can't. There we go. 8. Alright, let's run home. And let's do a little Britannia work. So day blooms, once again, another mod you need to start early on is Britannia. Because day blooms generate mana super slow. And so you'll want to be generating mana ASAP. Obviously they only generate in the daytime, but it's not a huge deal. You will need a little bit of this living rock to make a mana pool. This is a basic mana pool and doesn't function quite the same as a regular one, but that's no big deal because we're just going to set this out in the open right there, and so it'll fill up a little bit here and there. We will need to make a couple of spreaders to spread our mana, and I really need to find myself a bed because this is going to get really annoying really fast. So let's do that, and I believe it's just one. It is. That's a spreader. And so this mana spreader will basically push mana into the pool. I thought a monster spawned there for some reason. So just put that there. It'll point that way, not a big deal. And there's a zombie. Not fun. Alright, so we have our light blue, our regular blue, and I just need water. And not zombies. We might try to do some of this out in the darkness. Oh, that door shouldn't have been open. Whoops. Okay, so we have those. I do need some seeds. I think any type of seed will work. I could be very wrong about that, though. Oh man, I need more storage. Okay, get out of my life, get out of my life. Don't quite understand. 227 per one? Interesting. Okay. Okay, that's kind of frees up my inventory a bit. Sort. Alright, so we need seeds. Hello, Mr. Zombie again. Alright, I'm gonna try. I know wheat seeds will work. I don't know if these seeds work either. Okay, Mr. Zombie, I'm going to have to... Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. Oh my god, that scared the oh my, okay. That scared me half to death. 1, 1, 2, 1. Testing. Doesn't work. Crap. Alright, so there's our first daybloom flower. These will only work in the daytime. Imagine that. And so that's all good and fine. We'll just put it next to the spreader here. We'll put it right there. And so in the daytime it will produce mana. Obviously it's not daytime right now, it's nighttime. And that is where nightshades come in. 2 black, a gray, and a purple. I don't think I have all these either. Yeah, nighttime runs may not be our option here. I'll try to make one though. 2 black, a gray, and a purple. I have a purple. I have 2 black. Is it gray or light gray? Gray. There's a difference. Okay. Yeah, seed. Awesome. Let's make one of these up. And nightshades obviously work at night. Early development of Botania, one thing I distinctly remember is that nightshades used to produce like a log of, you know, if they're active, if they're not active. And I had like very early versions of this on my mod pack. And the nightshade in the daytime would just create a log, and the log just said false, 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 or it returned the false value. Basically, nightshades returned a false value because it wasn't daytime, so they couldn't produce mana, so they returned false. And this would print into the server logs, and within 5 minutes of the server being up during daytime, the server just crashed to, you know, memory leak error or whatever. And so that was the cause. Is Botania early game was memory leaks due to the nightshade producing a false output. And for the longest time I couldn't figure out what it was, and then I finally did. It's like, gotta remove Botania, or update it, I guess, is what ended up happening. But kind of an interesting little story, I guess, to the Botanias. So like I said, once that's going, just leave it for a couple of days. Come back with a new mana pool, or with a new diluted mana pool, because you throw the diluted ones in another diluted one, and it makes a regular one, which actually holds like 10 or 20 times more mana, and you can actually do stuff with it as well. Whereas the diluted one you can't really do much with. So I'd highly recommend, you know, wait a day or two, come back, make a regular mana pool, and then set that down instead of your diluted one. Otherwise, it's going to be a waste of mana. So, yep, that's kind of the basics of that. I don't know if we'll do any basic Thaumcraft because, well, I can do some real basic Thaumcraft, which is the wand. And so the wand, fairly simple. You just make a couple of wand caps like so, and a wand cap goes on a stick like so, and there's your Thaumcraft wand. Now it doesn't do much right now. Obviously, it's pointless at this point. But in short notice, if we can get 3 more books to make a bookshelf, then we can actually do a little bit of Thaumcraft researching, which might be interesting. So actually, let me grab. Man, I hate doing this, but I do it all the time. Just dump everything. Dump everything in my inventory out. So Thaumcraft, let's get this wood back out. Obviously has some sort of things as well. For example, I think what I'll need is I'll need some slabs here. And I will need to make a couple of these. So we'll need 2 of those. Actually, we'll need 3 of those. 3 of those. And I'll need a feather, an ink sac, and a bottle. Which glasses? And a feather. Perfect. Just perfect. So we'll make our bottle here. Get a feather, get an ink sac. Voila. Paper is now going to become something we need to get a lot of. So I'm probably going to grow up the paper farm or sugarcane farm quite a bit just to get this stuff, because we'll need a lot of it. So I'll put the Thaumcrafty stuff here, and I'll throw these on top. Blunk. Yay, Thaumcraft table. You kind of just get started by doing. You just kind of got to combine things to just see what you get. And that's kind of early Thaumcraft, is you just kind of combine things and see what you can get out of them. Because that's what you do, I guess. And luckily you do start out with some basic stuff early on. That didn't produce anything I thought it would have. Crap. Come on. I don't remember any of these recipes, honestly. There's lots of cheat sheets out there for Thaumcraft to kind of give you the basic stuff that you need to get started, and I might recommend that just because, well, I would recommend that if you're a beginner and you have no idea what you're doing. It's a quick way to get through Thaumcraft if you do it that method, by just Googling it and finding some cheat sheet stuff. But if you want to do it legitimately, the legitimate way to do it is to basically, and I've done this before, my first time through Thaumcraft, this is what I did, is I combined aspects, went out and scanned everything, came back, researched without any help. It was a freaking 5-day process for me. And I'm kind of slow when it comes to some of the magic stuff, but I still get through it, you know, fairly decently. Not to say I'm illiterate at magic stuff, but it's not my first language. Technology is definitely my first language in that respect. So one other thing we'll make here is ourselves a little did I make it wrong? I may have. Yep, Mowmaster, and this is going to allow us to scan everything in our world like stone. Oh, I can scan that already. Holy smokes, that's awesome. Some things you'll find that you can't actually scan, and that's just because it's not even an item frame. Weirdo. Like the crafting bench, I can't scan it yet because I don't have the required aspects for it. I guess just wait on that. Can't scan you, apparently. Oops. Nope. And the cool thing is there's some mods like Hardcore Ender Expansion that actually, what am I trying to say here? Like, like they have, because Thaumcraft is a mod, you have to have the API in order to, you know, get mods to use the aspects. And not all mods have aspects for their items, which is kind of a bummer. But some mods, like Hardcore Ender Expansion and Pumatacraft, apparently have the stuff inside to do that. Vosky hasn't done that with Botania for whatever reason. I don't know why. I could ask, but that doesn't do me any good. Cows. Cow, I do want to kill you. The sheer factor of I need your leather, which you did not give me. Okay, there's 2 there. Please give me your leather, cow. Oh, I really want to get started with Thaumcraft. Okay, there's cows up there. Cool. I'm gonna leave these cows down here though, because they're easy to get to. These other ones up here though, not so much. Which is fine. I'll go up and get them and then kill them for their leathers. Because I don't have any more string. More story of my life type of thing. He's not like he's gonna get down anyway. Really? Still no leather? Jerk. Ooh, there's a sheepy. I will let you live, sheep, because I don't have what it takes to keep you alive. Forget. Oh, there's more sheep. You know what? Fine. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, if there's more than 2, I'm gonna kill off the rest. No point in keeping more than 2. At least not for now. Have not explored those 2 dungeons yet either, so that's one thing I have not done, and will not do for a little while here for sure. No more cows, huh? Bummer, dude. Oh, a couple of updates, I guess, while I'm thinking about this. Things like, what am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Oh, morph. That's what I was saying. Morph. I do have it turned on where if you're a hostile mobs won't attack you. I think is how that works. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's how that works. So, cool. That should be nice. I would like to find more cows, please. No? Cows? 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 Oh man, no more cows. I'll kill this pig. This other pig. Pigs do drop pig fat, which is for Ars Magica, candles, which we will need later in life, but not right now. I heard a goblin, or a hobgoblin. Reminds me of Destiny a little bit, for those of you that play Destiny on the PlayStation 3. I am Mow117, if you want to add me as a friend. If not, if you're playing PlayStation 4, I'm sorry, I don't own a PlayStation 4, I'm not that cool. Or rather, maybe I just don't have the money for it, or things like that. Really? Where's all these cows hiding? Seriously. I need cows. Okay, well. I have enough paper, I think, to make what I need to make, but not enough cows. Go figure. Alright, well, I guess we'll jump into the Thaumcrafty stuff next. I do need to make the Tome of Thaumcraftiness, which is a bookshelf, and you click your wand on it, and it makes kind of the guidebook to Thaumcraft. Pretty easy, really. Please, cow. No! Why you be so mean? Oh, there's another one. Maybe I need to get looting on my sword first. I don't know. It would help, most likely. Oh, more cows. Wonderful. Die. Give me your leather, you heathen beasts. Really? Are you serious? Is this really a thing? OMG. Have not gotten a single piece of leather. I'm annoyed. I'm very annoyed now. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Like I said, we'll get into the Thaumcraftiness next time. But for now, a little bit of Botania. I'll work on more Botania, get more flowers going. I'll kind of pop in and out here when there's more flowers, because there's a lot more flowers in the Botania book to make. I think I'm going to go to Thermo Lilies at some point in the game. That's probably going to be my main Botania power for early game. Thermo Lilies require lava to power things, which is not a big deal. We have a fair bit of lava around here, so that would be easy. So that would be kind of the way I progressed in Botania, is trying to get those Thermo Lilies, which requires a few other things, but I should have the materials for that. Ars Magica will make our first spell next time as well. And might actually jump into some witchery here, because I've never, ever touched witchery. So why not just start today, maybe? I don't know if I can start today, honestly. I have no idea how to make any of this stuff. Okay, I need that, which is oven. So which is a witch's oven? The witch's oven is things I don't know about, apparently. Soft clay jar, that's easy to make. I can make one of those. How do I make a witch's oven? Huh? Oh, I just skipped over it, of course. Oh, that's easy to make. Fume funnel, that's fairly easy. Filtered fume funnel. That's not easy to make. You know what? I think to get started here, I will make one of these. Before we absolutely quit here. I know, I'm terrible. I should have stopped ages ago, but you know what? Meh. Why stop when you can keep going? That's the problem I have with mod packs, is videos can run forever sometimes. Alright, we need one of those. And I need a few of these, probably. No, I don't. Glowstone, huh? Yeah, not happening. Alright, so just some basic stuff there. The thing with this mod is you do need lots of saplings. Lots of saplings. So, actually I'll use all of those, because I know where to get more. Lots of saplings, and you gotta burn them all, I think. So let me grab that, and I'll put this over in the corner here, maybe. I might move this later. But I believe if you put saplings there, charcoal and the little brewing pot things, really descriptive, I know. Let's make clay jars. And let's smelt these in our high efficiency smelter. I mean, speedy smelter. Actually, speaking of speedy smelter, speaking of which, can I not break you? Are you serious? That sounds like a terrible idea, but I did it anyway. Ah, why did... did not mean to do that. Alright, let's... Before I get too distracted here, I think this is the recipe for it. No. Yes, diamond furnace. Even faster than before. That sounds like a terrible thing. Alright, well, I've heard about these. They're not pleasant from what I hear. Oh man, look at how fast that is. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. With the Blood Moon coming up here, I think we're going to call this quits for the episode. Blood Moon basically just means mobs will spawn a lot more than they usually do. And I think within a shorter radius even, it's kind of scary. But this is what I'll be doing as well with this, is I'll be, pushing saplings into there, and then hopefully be getting, yeah, those. Cool. My world's turning red. And I don't think you can sleep through the night on these either, which is really, really scary because we have infernal mobs, which is basically like signing your own death. It's bad. Well, you know what? I am going to make a bed regardless, though. Now that I have a bed I can make. Just in case I can sleep through this, which I highly doubt I can, but I'm going to attempt it. Put that there. Are you serious? I don't feel tired, huh? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We will see you all next time. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.